Hello and welcome to my craft room. It's Rhoda. Today we're going to continue working in my December daily book. We're on day 2. It is going to have a cute little Ohio star. Here is my demo piece. It has a piece that'll go in the center like this. It has a bigger square and the points will come out where you can actually write on the back of them, a few words, but maybe some inspirational things or words to remember. I'm thinking of it as the Star of Bethlehem, the Star of David, something like that. So I thought it would work in our Christmas book, or it can work in any journal. It's especially for those ladies that like to quilt. And I'd like to thank everybody for coming to visit me today and looking at this project I'm going to do. And I want to hear if anybody's going to make this. We need a, whoops, we need a 4-inch square, I believe it is. Let me put my paperweight on my page. Oh, sorry. Fumble fingers. It's early. 4 inches, yes. 4 inches that way. We need 4 pieces that are going to be our points. They're going to be 3.5 wide by 3.25 wide. And then we have this little piece here. Now this piece came from Coffee and Friends, Echo Park Paper Company. And this piece is from the Jill Design. It's the actual kit that I made the book out of. And she's on Etsy. And this is one of her 6 journal cards that are little small ones. And I just cut the end off. And it became about 2.5-inch square. And then all I did was go out about 1/4 of an inch for this layer. And that's all I was going to do is layer it. And then this layer is just a pinch more. I needed it to be a little bit larger to fit in the middle of my square here. So that's what we're doing there. Now first, what we need to start with is our big square. And we're going to go and do from corner to corner, because this is how we're going to create our points. And what you want to do is go with the narrower side. And how did I do that? I think I went from the top, and you're going to center it, and you're going to rest it right on that point, the crossover point in the middle. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our lines to create this arrow. And you're just going to go like that and like that. Whoops. And that creates the top. And then we're going to pull it down. Let's see, how did I do that? Oh, I think we pull it down to rest on the base. Let me check. Let me check my old one. Is that too wide? No, I think we must have rested it on the top. You can tell I wrote all the instructions down. Yes, that's it. So you're going to rest it on the top here, and then we're going to copy the lines here, going from the other corner. And we're going to meet in the middle. Okay. Like that. And I'm going to double check, because that still looks a little narrow. I may have went a little bigger with these. Is that about right? I don't think it's as fat as I want it to be. I'll tell you what, we're going to try just centering it. No, we're just going to rest it on the bottom. How about that? Because I know it's going to fit, because we're doing the narrow side. The 3.5 is this way. So we're going to do that. I'm sorry I confused you. I confused myself all the time. I've already done this video a couple times. I'm still messing this part up. All right, there we go. This is going to work. And let me get and then we're going to do that 3 more times. Get in here and erase this. one side, because this is the part we don't need. Wanted it to stick out, and I wanted to rest right on the edge, and that's the part I'm trying to make it work with. Oops. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I come up with these ideas, and Lord, I don't know what to tell you. I guess if you cut right inside of those pencil lines, it'll be the perfect size that I'm wanting it to be. Because I don't want to have to do any more racing. It's really cold here. Ooh, I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. I wanted to just snuggle. But it is going to snow, Mom said. So, the kitties are out getting frisky, and they'll probably be wanting in soon. But here I didn't make my point. Naughty, naughty. And then we're going to make a point on our end down here. If you got one of these little gadgets, that's great. There we go, just like that. Now we're going to do 3 more of these. Okay, I finally have the correct sequence on how to use this X. I'm so sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to put both of these points right down there on our lines. And then you do your bottom part of your arrow. And goes there. And then, whoops. This didn't have to be so painful, but, yeah, you know, I'm going to make it painful. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go and use the middle point and put your centered piece against it, like that. Now, that is the correct way to get the size that's going to work in our little Ohio star. All right. Now all I got to do is go through and cut them all out. Okay, all of that's done. I've also went ahead and cut everything down the center so I could go on each side. Yet the continuation of it will make it look like it's one piece. That's what we're hoping for. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and do our layers like this and get them all glued together. And then we're going to glue this down. You're going to reuse this line that you had on the back. You're only going to glue it on this edge and this line here and place it right there in our book. So let's do that first, and then we'll put our center on the minute. I just pulled that needle out of there. It should be working. I'll get on here with my shakiness. Ooh. I really hope everybody is doing well and they're having fun or relaxing, watching a great movie maybe. I've got It's a Wonderful Life recorded. So on one of those nights when I just can't get to sleep, I want to one of them feel-good movies. It's one of those feel-good movies, isn't it? I did The Shining for back here at Halloween. I haven't watched that yet. I can't remember that one. It's been so long. But that's a horror movie. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but we're thinking about getting Roku. Because what is it we have? Dish. We have Dish. That went up again. Oh, you know, what is it with all of these things going up in price all the time anymore? I know inflation's one thing, but gosh. All right. This would probably work in the center of a signature better. But because I have this bend right here, I'm going to have to hold it. Okay, I've got that down. And I think today is one of those days for me because I was not supposed to cut this piece like that. I was supposed to cut it like in two rectangles. So I have 4 pieces to a little puzzle here. And what I'm going to have to do is... I don't even think it's going to work now. So anyhow, I need a piece for the center. Okay, here's what I come up with. Thinking on the fly. Anyhow, I had this pretty little piece from another paper pad. And it always had like a shabby chic look to it. It's got even glitter on it. I don't know if you can see that. So I've taken it and made it the size that I needed it to be. Which I think it was at 3 1/4. Oh, maybe it's bigger. What did I tell you at the beginning? Anyhow, it just needs to be big enough to fit inside of your sides here, basically. And if you put your piece on there and it butts up against your side or hangs a little over, you're good. You're good. So what we're going to do, I've even layered this just a little bit so it was a little bit bigger and didn't look raw. It kind of looked raw. Okay, so we're going to put that on here. And then we're going to finish up. I think I might need a little bit more glue in this corner because that's a little stressful on this stuff right here. On this fold. That's the thing I was worried about. If I had left it solid, it was going to have too much pressure and too much bending. Yeah, right here. Whoops. That needs a little extra. Never hurts to put a little extra glue. And then we're going to finish up. I was sure wanting to use the balls because that's the theme I try to go with. So we're going to use her little, I guess it's like a, what do you call that, a book plate? But we're going to use her vintage word. You got to cut it down just a tad so it'll fit inside. There we go. And then we're going to glue that inside here and have that as our action item, our focal point. Because I don't really have one on this page. I will have the number, but we wanted something a little extra. There we go. So glue that down on the top of our star. Right here, and we're going to kind of just go across like that. And we got to put our number in here. It was hiding. So I believe I'm going to put it right up there. Put my number down. I haven't written anything on this page because I don't think I really had anything going on, but I can always come back and put something on here. Just a memory, a thought. If you have, pages like that you just don't have anything happening that day, do that. Remember a neat Christmas memory. Maybe you went out sleigh riding or something when you were younger. What your mom decorated with that year from your childhood. Just something like that. And then all we have to do is place our little points in our star. Ooh, it's tight on its side because of the band. That's why I wanted a stronger paper. All right, well here is our page finally done, and I hope you give me a like if you like this, and come back and check again and see what else is happening. Thank you so much and have a great day.